So for our pec and shoulder mobility, I'm just gonna have you guys imagine this is my ground. I don't really want to lay down on the ground and get back up. You can always start off with a foam roller in the pec, lying flat on the ground or lying up against the wall. For some of the guys that have a little bit larger pec or a lot of pec tightness, a lot of pec soreness, a foam roller here can do a lot of work for you. If not, we can get a little bit more direct, a little bit more focused with a cross ball. You throw I like to throw my hand right in the small of my back and try and pull my shoulder blade back into retraction, so keeping that shoulder blade back. And I'm going to run through the whole length of my pec, from the clavicle down across to the sternum, all the way over to the AC joint, glenohumeral joint. Hit that whole pec, and I can try and find any lesions or anything I got in there to break up there. Another thing I like to do is kind of along the lines of an active release technique or Graston. Try and find a hot spot in there, and then have people move their arm through a range of motion that they would actively be using it in. So we want to hit those tight spots through active range of motion that our bodies are going to go through, because that's what we're actually trying to prep for, is movement. So I might pull my hand back, and then extension, I might come up high up to a flexion. I get a lot of nasty tissue when I come up into this overhead flexion here. I can use the pillar or the rig to get a little bit different movement. So since we're going to be doing push-ups here, I might dig this into my pec, find a hot spot, then I might run through this push-up range of motion, make my pec really work to get that mobilization here, really break up that tissue that's tight. It doesn't feel very lifeless. That's about as high as I can get. Really poor, unfortunately. But spend some time trying to open up those pecs. You can do the same thing with the shoulder. You can put a finger or the cross ball or a foam roller in there. When it comes to the positioning for push-ups, you're going to see a lot of people, especially females, are going to be doing their push-ups with their elbows really high. They're going to be in this abducted position. They're going to be shoulders shrugged up, internally rotated arms. So put the shoulder in a really bad position. A lot of times the shoulder is going to be hunched forward. So we're really trying to focus on keeping those shoulder blades retracted. We really want to focus on keeping those elbows down in external rotation. We want to use our tricep a lot more than what most people use in a push-up. A nice pretty push-up is the triceps active, shoulders next, pecs last. When we're up here, our triceps and our shoulders don't get a huge input into our push-up. It's a lot of just pec, a lot of exterior of the pec, and we kind of just make that really poor posture even worse. So really focus on getting people's elbows down. I like to cue that I turn my hands into a V, or even if it's really bad, you can go thumbs up, fingers out to the side, trying to keep those elbows down to the waist, or out down to the side of the body. Practice with that. You might have to break people's speed down, might have to break some repetitions down. They're obviously going to have a lot more difficult time doing push-ups like this than they're out here. If they're used to this, they're probably going to get a lot better depth, and they're going to progress a lot more quickly with their push-ups when they start learning how to do it correctly.